Hi everyone, today we find ourselves at the KTM dealer in Chembur to have a look at their latest offering, the 250 Adventure. Just like with the Dukes, the 250 is the more affordable version of the 390 Adventure. While this is the first time we are seeing it in person, this bike has been talked about a lot online. In fact, we were the first ones to break the news back in August 2019. There's quite a bit to talk about here, but first let's get the visual elements out of the way. While the 390 Adventure is available in either a white or an orange color scheme, this one gets an orange color scheme and a stealthy matte black paint option. What's also nice is that the 250 Adventure gets the crash guards and the knuckle guards as standard equipment. Another distinguishing factor is the halogen headlight. While it does feature an LED DRL, it's not a full LED unit like the one found on the 390 Adventure. This comes as a surprise because the 250 Duke has made the shift from this headlight to the LED unit. That said, this bike does get the sleek looking LED taillight and turn indicators. Let's move on to the 250 Adventure's display. When it's switched off, it looks nearly identical to the TFT display found on its larger sibling. However, switch it on and you'll realize that it uses an LCD. Information on the screen is not as detailed, and it shows basic information like speed, RPM, odo, fuel efficiency data and the time. As a result, its functions are controlled via two simple buttons near the screen, and it misses out on the toggle switches on the left hand side switchgear. The 250 Adventure misses out on big electronic features like ride-by-wire, cornering ABS, traction control, a quick shifter and smartphone connectivity. What the 250 Adventure does get, however, are two ABS modes, where off-road mode allows you to disengage ABS at the rear. Like the 390 Adventure, the 250 Adventure also shares its engine with its street naked counterpart. In this case, it's the 250 Duke, which means this engine makes 30 horsepower and 24 Nm of torque. What is nice is that the 250 Adventure uses the larger radiator and dual fan setup from the 390 Adventure. This should help with cooling. The 250 also uses the same suspension components and brakes as its larger sibling. This means it gets the same non-adjustable WP fork and preload adjustable monoshock. The suspension travel meanwhile also remains the same at 170 mm at the front and 177 mm at the rear. What needs to be confirmed is whether the tuning is the same. KTM has also gone with an identical 190/19 front and 130/80/17 rear wheel and tyre setup. The 250 Adventure uses tyres made by MRF. The 390 Adventure originally used to come equipped with Metzeler Tourance tyres, but it had to make the switch to these MRFs because of import issues. Now what remains to be seen is whether the 390 or the 250 Adventure end up using Metzeler tyres, or will they continue with these MRFs. Lastly, the 250 Adventure is also expected to weigh around 5 kg lesser than the 390 Adventure. At the time of shooting this video, KTM hasn't revealed the price for the 250 Adventure. However, dealers suggest that it will have an ex-showroom price of around Rs 2.5 lakh. At that price, it will be Rs 50,000 more affordable than the 390 Adventure and around 40,000 more than the 250 Duke it shares its engine with. The 250 Adventure also doesn't have any direct rivals as such, but it sits somewhere between the BMW G310 GS and the Royal Enfield Himalayan in terms of its price. We will be riding the KTM 250 Adventure soon, so stay tuned to see how it performs on and off-road.